Wait.
We've got breaking news on the New York Mets. There are reports that it will be pitching prospect Zack Wheeler.
Looking forward to it. Everybody seems, like good people here. It's a new start.
The deal to be Beltran from Cash to the Giants for Zack Wheeler.
I'm really excited.
Look down the road, that arm, and that's stuff, you can be a good pitcher for a long time.
It was July the 8th of 2011 that the Mets made the trade with the Giants, sending Carlos Beltran to San Francisco for Zack Wheeler, and now 23 months later, the wait is over, and Zack Wheeler makes his major league debut.
Yeah, I can say I have to share one thing in common. I didn't realize it until that piece, was that I was the #1 pick that was traded on early on, traded to another organization, and sometimes it helps your development because you're with some new eyes upon them.
Ready to go? The Georgia native pitching in his home state. Andrelton Simmons, his first batter. His first pitch off the outside corner at 96 miles an hour for ball one. Simmons 1 for 8 in this series, hitting at 242 for the year. Jason Hayward and Justin Upton to follow against Wheeler. Wearing number 45 in tribute to his brother Adam, who pitched in the Yankee organization. And it's a pretty good legacy that number 45 has in Mets pitching circles. From Tug McGraw to Johnny Franco to Pedro Martinez, 45 has been worn proudly by Met pitchers.
Pretty small glove for a pitcher.
There's his first strike at 97. 2-1.
Well, easy gas, right?
6'4", 185 pounds. Got that lanky frame, eyes the ball well, explosive fastball. And now just trying to keep the butterflies from overwhelming him. 2-1 to Simmons. And it sails outside, 3-1. Anthony Recker is catching Wheeler in his first start. There are his parents, Barry and Elaine. In the call.
I don't know how they can be. You can see him breathing hard,
Simmons taking all the way, and he walks. So Wheeler walks the first man to base.
What was interesting to see there with Simmons is that he's faking the bunting. They know that control issues could be a problem.
Monday's starting lineup for the Braves. This is their A lineup. Both the Upton brothers and Brian McCann sat in game 1. Braves have hit more home runs, but also struck out more times than any team in the National League. Here's Jason Hayward, 3 for 8 in this series. It was his infield dribbler that broke up the no-hit bid by Matt Harvey, leading off in the 7th inning this afternoon. All fastball so far from Wheeler, trying to find the strike zone.
In a publication that I usually read about that concerns the umpires and rates the umpires, Paul Schreiber, behind the plate, is rated one of the umpires as the smallest strike zone in the National League. I mean, in baseball.
First game, Paul umpire Cooper more liberal with calling strikes. 2-0 to Hayward. So 7 pitches from Wheeler, 6 of them out of the strike zone. The Mets captain will go to the mound to try and calm the nerves of his 23-year-old rookie pitcher, and he just made him smile.
Got a smile out of him. That'll be David.
Paul Schreiber, who didn't work in game 1, has played in game 2. David Rackley, the fill-in umpire, has first base. Jeff Kellogg, the crew chief, at second. Chad Fairchild is at third. A walk to Simmons, a 2-0 count to Hayward with Justin Upton on deck. Wheeler just trying to settle in. There's a knee-high strength at 97, 2-1. He is moving very comfortably at 96, 97 miles an hour. What was it his minor league pitching coach Steve White told him? Don't look up. You might get dizzy.
We just want to get that first out. That is it.
2-2 to Hayward. Wheeler was born and grew up in Smyrna, Georgia, which is about 20 miles north of here. And then when he was in 8th grade, they moved a little further out west to Dallas, Georgia, which is about 40 miles away. He's got roots here from both of his youthful communities. There goes Simmons, the pitch low and in, and no chance for rest.
subtleties of pitching at this level is holding runners on, big jump by Simmons. Also, Record didn't really get a handle on this. Down and in, but holds the throw. See, he never had a handle on the baseball.
The book on Wheeler is that he actually holds runners pretty well, but I think that's the last thing in the world he's thinking about right now. Is trying to get an out. 3-2 on Hayward with Justin Upton on deck. 98, and Hayward bounced back. Again, the 3-2, and he got him. Wheeler's first down in the big leagues is a strikeout of Jason Hayward.
Well, they'll remember this forever. Good placement here, too. Up in the strike zone the key with Hayward. He throws it right by him.
Maybe that'll settle it down a little bit.
Yeah, that'll get your heart rate down from about $1.50 to maybe $1.10 right now. So you see Murphy's going over what sign he's going to be using with Record. He wants to make sure.
Now Justin Upton, who pinch hit this afternoon and hit into a fielder's choice. He's 1 for 5 in this series. And his fast start has really cooled. 15 home runs this year, but only 1 in the last 27 games. First breaking ball by Wheeler. Or 2 different breaking balls.
Yeah, he's got a little slider that he uses to get in the count, throw for a strike, and a wipeout curveball that he has. That's his best breaking pitch.
And from the Giants organization with the curve, the slider, more of a recent addition. 2-0 to Upton with Freddie Freeman on deck.
Good catching this young man right here, if you're Record. You know, you like to move in and out. Don't move as far. You know, take more of the center of the plate. Let the natural movement of his fastball move to the corner.
He's behind all his hitters so far, and he breaks the bat of Upton. And Wright throws him out 2 away. Simmons holds the second. So he claims his first broken bat of his career.
The Lexus defense of the Mets. Caldo gets to start again in the second game with Garris and Bird. Right into the knee of Murphy and Satin on first base. This is his 5th start, I think, in the major leagues. And Anthony Record.
So now Freddie Freeman, who was the hero of last night's game, he ended it 23 this morning. Took an 0 for this afternoon, 3 for 7 in the series. Batting with Simmons at second and 2 out. Wheeler has achieved the distinction simply by taking the mound tonight for the Mets. He's become the first Met born in the decade of the 90s.
Oh, really? Wow.
Born May 30th, 1990, the first Met born in that decade. Curveball misses, 2-0. Command has been the issue all along with Wheeler this season. Pitching at Las Vegas. 69 innings, 61 hits, 27 walks. And he's behind on Freeman 3-0.
Freeman's a guy that usually is swinging 3-0. I don't know if he could be swinging here with the control issues that Zack has had here.
B.J. Upton would be next. Wheeler's already walked 1 and struck out 1 in the inning. Behind on Freeman 3-0. And he sails one for ball 4. So 2 walks in the inning. And Wheeler still having trouble settling down. And he'll face B.J. Upton with 2 on. His record goes to the mound for a conversation.
It's not a horrible walk there. Freeman is their best hitter. Upton so far this year has had many holes.
Upton's 0 for 4 in this series. Pinch into the opener today. Hitting just 164 for the season. Now 2 out of 2 on. And BJ takes some sideball one.
Things that Wheeler is known for is that he's great at closing up that front side, and he's not doing it, and that's why Dan Morton's going out. He's known for keeping that front shoulder closed, which ends up resulting in making it very difficult to pick up the ball out of his hand. He is not doing that right now. I'm sure Danny Morton just reminded him.
He's gone 2-0 on each of the first 4 hitters. He threw ball 1 to BJ Upton. Remember that Wheeler had to go through a lot of issues to get here this season. Just most of spring training after training an oblique in the batting cage. He had a problem with a blister early on in the season of AAA and had to battle through that. He had a little bit of a shoulder issue that cost him 1 start in Las Vegas. And he had to deal with pitching in Las Vegas, which got his head a little bit early in the season. So it's hardly been smooth sailing to get him to this point. But the natural ability, you can see, is there. And for the 5th straight hitter, he's behind 2-0.
But you see his motion, pretty simple from the stretch. The lift and the leg kick. He used to really shoot his foot out a lot. He's changed that. Pretty simple now.
Behind BJ Upton 2-0. And it's dribbled foul. Looking for a pitch to hit on 2-0. Barely got a piece of that.
Thank you for that gift, right?
Well, that's the kind of season it's been for BJ Upton. It's not the biggest free agent contract in Braves history. 5 years, $75 million. And it has not worked out so far. 22 pitches deep in this opening inning. Murph makes a run to the bag at second, and Wheeler calmly steps off. Simmons at second, Freeman at first with 2 down. And Upton chops 1 to third. David Wright will have the unassisted force play, and Wheeler has winded his way through his first big league inning. A couple of walks, a strikeout, no runs. We'll go to the second, no score.